LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. This is the feature in CUCM which we use to import the users from Microsoft Windows Server. Using LDAP, we can import the users from Microsoft Windows to my CUCM. Let's see the topology and the configuration of LDAP to import the users from Microsoft Windows to CUCM. Let's say this is my topology where we have CUCM cluster over here. Here we have Microsoft Windows machine, which is Active Directory server, and we have certain users over here. User A, user B, which are predefined users in the Active Directory. Now we want to import all these users from this machine to my publisher. So to perform this task, we can use the concept of LDAP. Okay. So I have already created these users in my Microsoft machine. Let's check the configuration and see how we can import the users from Microsoft machine to my publisher. Let's connect to the CUCM call manager. Now here we have the options of end users. First we will check that how many end users do we have. So right now we have one end user, which is my enabled local user. I am going to delete this user, delete the user. Right now we don't have any end user in the call manager. Now to show you the Microsoft server machine, this is my Microsoft server machine. Here we have the domain controller cucm.cisco.com. In this domain controller, we have created one organization OU, which is known as LDAP user. The name is LDAP user. In this user, we have three users: user 1, 2, and 3. So first of all, I'll show you that user 1 and 2 have the last name, which is A to user 1, and user 2 have a last name B, but user 3 will not have any last name. Let's see what will happen to user 3 when we import the users from Microsoft machine to the CUCM. Switch back to the CUCM. Now, system LDAP. So first of all, before going to configure LDAP configuration on CUCM, we need to make sure that my directory sync service is activated in the CUCM server. So I am on CUCM, Cisco Unified Serviceability window, in which service activation. Let's see the Cisco DIR sync, directory synchronization service is active. So right now all the services are activated, but this is the service which is used to import the users by LDAP configuration from Microsoft machine to CUCM. So it is already activated. If it's not activated, activate this service, otherwise your LDAP configuration is not fruitful. Now back to the LDAP system. Here you just need to enable this synchronizing from LDAP server. That's it. Save it. By enabling this synchronization, you can get the users from Microsoft machine to this file. Next step is LDAP directory. Now we need to create the directory. Right now we do not have any directory, so you can configure multiple directories to get the users from multiple Active Directory servers. Okay. Now, if you want to import users from multiple Active Directory servers, then you need to configure this configuration name, which is unique for each Active Directory LDAP service. Let's say LDAP 1. LDAP Manager Distinguished Name. Now, this is the name which is configured on LDAP machine. I'll show you here. So, we are using administrator, and the domain name is cucm.cisco.com. So now what we need to do, administrator at cucm.cisco.com. This is fully qualified name. Now the password to access this user is PASSW0WORD@123. Simple password and 123. Now this is most important thing, user search base. Now user search base is these cucm.cisco.com is my domain controller, DC. LDAP user is my organization name. So my complete user search base will become right over here is OU is equal to LDAP user DC cucm DC Cisco DC com. So this is my complete user search base. Now we are going to configure this user search base over here. OU is equal to LDAP user, comma, DC is equal to cucm, comma, DC is equal to Cisco, comma, DC is equal to. That's the complete search base. Now we need to perform synchronize just once. Right now, we are not going to configure at any other time. And we are going to provide the IP address of my LDAP server. So my LDAP server IP address is 10.10.10.20. Save this and click on perform full sync now. Now let's check that do we have users over here? Yeah. So we got these two users, user 1 and user 2, but we didn't get user 3. Why? Because user 3 will not have any last name. User 1 and user 2 will have the last name, that's why they got the synchronized with the CUC. But user 3 will not have any last name, that's why that user is not here in the CUC. If you are going to create any user manually, then you can see that last name is mandatory to create the user. That's the reason that one user which we have configured in Active Directory server without a last name. The reason is I want to show you that if there is no last name in the Active Directory user, then that user will not get the synchronized with LDAP. I hope you understand this video. Thank you.